and FM, transmitting from Painesville in Monrovia. Money Matters is a production of the Corporate Communications Unit of the Central Bank of Liberia in collaboration with the Liberia Broadcasting System. The program is paid for by the CBL. We are here on the first and last Wednesdays of every month. My name is Cyrus with Badio, your presenter, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to the program. Well, before we begin the program, we like to welcome all our partnership community radio stations through a collaboration between the Central Bank of Liberia and the News Public Trust Media Group. We've been able to be joined by a number of more than 15 community radio stations throughout this country, relaying Money Matters this morning, including Radio Kakata, Radio Banga, the Voice of Grand Crew, River Says Broadcasting Service, as well as River G. Smile FM, Radio Bummy, Radio Live is also carrying this broadcast. We also like to welcome the Voice of Hope in Plebo County, as well as DC and 91.3 in Sisters, Riverside County. The program is also beaming live it's been live streamed on our Facebook or LB's Facebook page, LNTV Live. So those of you who are following us through Facebook, we like to say welcome. Our guests are here, and we'll be introducing the guest shortly, but let's take a message or word from our sponsor.
Dabira people, you all know that the national legislature in May 2021 that the Central Bank of Dabira to print new Dabira money to make sure enough money in the country. The new $100 Dabira money was the first of the new family of Dabira money that they bring to show in 2021. While the other money, the $5, the $10, the $20, the $50, the $500, and the $1,000 Dabira money they will hand over or bring it into 2022, and the bottom one they will put it outside in 2024. And let me remind y'all, no money coming outside in 2023. The Central Bank of Dabira is pleased to tell you or show you the new family of the new Dabira money. Here are the things that own the new family of Dabira money that you need to know so nobody can give you false money. Number 5, you will see plenty of small stars every time you twist the money on the line. You will see in the money. Number 2, you will feel small pink on the top and bottom of the money. When you rub your finger around the end of the money, you will feel something there. Even on the picture where on the money, you will feel small pink on it. Number 10, you will see the sign of the country, the bureau, and the CBL letter on the money when you hold it in the light or when you turn it to the sun. Beside the new thing they put on the new money to protect it, you can see the difference between the new money and the old money. All the people who here on the $20, $50, and $100, they get ring on their head. Number 2, the 7 women who designed the Dabira flag that then on the $500 Dabira money. Number 10, you will see the sign of the 16th tribe, the travel march, on the front of the $1,000 Dabira money and the capital building on the back of the $1,000 Dabira money. Remember now that the first time $1,000 Dabira money will be in the country. Number 4, now that the old coins now, the new $5 and $10 coin are small down, they lighter and easier to carry. It can't bust back you. Number 5, the $5 and $10 coin, you will see sign underneath the picture on the front of the coin when you twist the $5 and $10 coin. Number 6, you will also see the stars underneath the picture on the front of the coin when you twist the $5 and $10 coin. For more information on the new Dabira money, please visit the CBL website. So www.cbl.org.aro. New Dabira money, same value.
Once again, we like to welcome you back on the program Money Matters. Our guests are pretty seated. We have Mr. Christopher Wallace. Mr. Wallace is here, uh, as well as Mr. William Jople. Mr. Jople. Gentlemen, good morning to you once again and welcome to Money Matters.
Good morning, Mr. Badio.
Well, the much anticipated coins have arrived in the country.
Right.
At least we can say that. We can say that for certain, right?
Right.
So, what is the? Let's begin first to look at the total consignment. What is the total consignment of coins that has been brought in the country? Since Mr. Jople is the banking man, let's get that response from him, Mr. Jople.
So thank you, Cyrus, and we want to also extend our thanks and appreciation to the listening public for their patience. Finally, the coins are here. So we have about 58 million pieces of the coins in 5 and 10s, over $400 million.
$400 million in coins.
So to be exact,
Yeah.
462,900,000. That's the monetary
The combination
value.
of the 5 and the 10s.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that the coins are here, what then is the next step?
So, like the banknotes, the coins also have security features that we need to validate. And like Chris, I give you the exact value of the coins. We need to also verify with the auditors to be sure that what we requested is what we have. So we'll be going through the validation process. We started all of the procedures with internal audit yesterday. They're going to start this morning with the validation of the coins. That won't really take out long like the banknotes because the coins don't have too much security features as compared to the banknotes. So we take probably 1 or 2 days. Since tomorrow is our national holiday, we might end the process on Friday. And then definitely by next week, the coins will be out. Cyrus, we appreciate the coins. You know, when you see them, very much, portable, very light, and very beautiful.
So to expand on that, we have this entire currency changeover has a plan, and we have procedures that we follow. So the banknote procedures as well as the coin procedures are the same. So the implementation plan is on course. All of the processes that are there to validate, the consignment that are coming in, we have to be followed to the letter.
I know there are measures that you have in place to ensure that the coins reach every segment of the population, especially those areas where banking facilities are much limited. What can you say about that?
So, Mr. Badio, the procedures for the implementation of this currency, change over will not change. We are going to infuse to the commercial banks. The same thing. We're going to do that to the commercial banks. They have to reach areas that the central bank is putting in every facility to ensure that the coin reach all of our people in the rural areas. So yes, it is true that they don't have commercial banks in those areas, but you have the rural, community finance institution in those areas that are working along with AfriLand Bank. So definitely they will have to reach, the counties that have no bank, because you have the RCFIs that are present there and dealing with the AfriLand, First Bank. So the central bank is working along with AfriLand to make sure that all of our citizens receive the coins.
And the central bank is also making use of its regional hub.
Okay.
As may be aware, we have a regional hub in Banga. So if we take the banknotes and coins into centrally located areas, then it also alleviates the transport constraints of some of these institutions that we have that are going to be used to infuse the banknotes and coins.
Some of our citizens, and we've come on this program and we're talking about coins, some of our citizens call to say that they still have in their possession some coins. So what will become of the coins that some of our citizens still carry?
So,
Mr. Wallace.
what happened is that the legal status, the legal tender status of the coins were never, diminished, nor cancel or gotten rid of, except for the Dow coins. So these are still monies, that are declared legal tender. Every government that came never declared as non-legal tender. So the 5 cents, the 10 cents, the 50 cents, 25 cents are still Liberian monies. But in fact, the commercial banks, they have some of these coins in their possession, and the central bank has asked them to bring it to the central bank so that they will be exchanged for the monetary value of it. If you listen to the jingle that I just played, it's a new money, same value, old money, same value. So since we have the lowest denomination to be the $5, so if you assemble these coins, whether 10 cents or 5 cents, once the value reach the minimum that we have in the economy, which is the $5, it can be exchanged for it because it's the same value that we are giving for it.
So, except for the Dow coins, the seven corners,
That's the point.
which is not legal tender anymore,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the other coins that you may have in your possession
They are valid.
are still valid.
They are still valid.
So you bring it in and they calculate the monetary value of it.
Of course, I mean, the commercial banks are prepared to take them because we are getting it from the commercial banks to make sure that we can have them, shipped. Because we have arrangement with our Royal Mint now to take the old coins.
For more than 30 years, we've not had coins. I mean, there's a whole generation that has not seen coins, Liberian dollar coins. Certainly, the Central Bank of Liberia must be aware of this, and somehow this must have been factored in the CBL's communication strategy.
Right, and Cyrus, the beauty about this coin is the new generation you're talking about. Some of them will travel, they will see coins in other countries, and then they will come back to Liberia, come back to their country, and be asking why we don't have coins. Okay, they are looking at 25 cents, 50 cents data. We thought that the lower denominations we have are the 5 and the 10s, which are widely used, and one of the reasons why we thought on just converting the 5 and the 10s to coins, because these are the ones that are easily change hands. And one of the good things also that are going to happen is that the fighting will stop between the pimping guys and their passengers, the taxi riders, the taxi and their riders as well. That will also stop. Everybody is happy hearing that the coins here now. It will serve, as a medium of exchange with peace between the driver and his passenger. So everybody now waiting for the coins. And that one of the reasons why you see we are in rush to make sure that the validation process, start immediately that the coins will receive.
So the introduction of the coins, if you have been very observant, when we introduced the 20, it kind of diminished the commotion between economic actors, that is the pimping riders and then those that are commuting with them. It kind of diminished it. So the introduction of the coins will further diminish the social rivalry between economic agents.
One of the concerns that keeps coming up from our people, especially during the ongoing stakeholders engagement across the country, is that why didn't the bank mint $1 and the cents instead of only the $5 and $10?
So if you look at the lowest denomination that we have, which is the $5, and then you take it over the exchange rate, you know that our $5 is just worth 3 cents. So what economic value with the 10 cents have or the $1 have in terms of our pricing? So our pricing is done in 5s, which is like 3 cents. So our empirical studies went into this, and we realized that the 5 cents and 10 cents, you have to take a bundle of it, and one of the attributes of money is convenience. Once it cannot be easily carried, the value of it, the exchange value of it, cannot be easily carried, then it becomes a burden. So the $5 is just worth 3 cents in terms of the transaction value of it. So that's why the central bank thought it wise to say, okay, we are going to print, we are going to mint, the lowest denomination in 5, instead of, minting dollars and 25 cents or 10 cents or so, wherein you have to take a chunk of it, just to buy just a bag of cold water or a sachet of cold water. So it has economic, benefit, to that when we look at the pricing. So the pricing structure of it dictates that we mint, the lowest denomination to be 5 and not 10 cents, 25 cents, and $1 that we had in the past.
And Cyrus, we had this exercise along with the IMF that came up with the determination for us to just print, 1,000 banknotes. I think you're aware of that. So under the IMF, the monetary principle, they had a stretch of banknotes compared with the US dollars, and there is a cutoff point for which we can't print a dollar because a dollar, like Chris said, have no value. Okay, so we can't come up with to print the 50 cents, the 25 cents, because to print alone and to mint coins, it costs money. So you can't have a situation where a customer will go to the bank when they give him coins. I know you have, some 5-7 years ago, we had a situation with the commercial banks where the customer will go, you give them coins, they just leave it on the counter. So we don't want to have that same thing happening. So that's one of the reasons why we want to stick with our banknotes, our currency that have value. So once they appreciate, the 50 cent and the dollar will come back, into circulation.
So the consignment that has been brought into the country is enough to take care of the small change problem for a long time?
Yes, the consignment coupled with the 20s that we have, which is also a lower denomination, will take care of the small change problem in the country.
In addition to that, Cyrus, the thing is that, so what we did, with our partners, they were able to convince us that, look, if you want to convert the 5 and 10s to coins, then you have to mint 1.5 times the number of banknotes you had in circulation for the 5 and the 10s. And that's what we did. So we have more than what was in circulation before.
Now, you've talked about the benefits of reintroducing the coins, but for the benefit of those who may not follow the program, take us through again. What are the benefits of reintroducing coins? In fact, there was a fellow who called the last time, said, look, let's just forget about the coins thing. We're used to our notes now. Why are you bringing back the coins? So please tell our people again, what are the benefits for the reintroduction of coins?
All right, Cyrus. Like I said, time without number. The coins, the lower denominations are the ones that are widely used, okay? So you go to the market area, from all of our observation, you go in the market area, you see market women receiving the $5, the $10. They don't care. They just, put it anywhere, whether on the fish cloth or the potato green pen, they get dashed in there, and at the end of it, it gets fastly mutilated. So once the money is in the water, under the sun, it gets fastly mutilated. So we don't want a situation where you will print, and one of the things that people need to realize is that the same amount of dollar that we use to print the bigger banknotes are the same amount that we use to print it, to meet the smaller banknotes. So we want to avoid this mutilation. The coins lifespan is up to 15 to 20 years as compared to the banknotes that will run for 3 to 6 years maximum. Okay, so the coins are being circulated for a very long time, and we wouldn't bother looking for money, to mint coins. To print, banknotes any longer. That's why the smaller, denomination. So they will last longer, with our people. They will treat it anyhow. Although the communication team is assisting us to provide enough education how to handle our banknotes, but the lower denominations are the ones that will get mutilated faster. From what I see, in my vault, the mutes that we have in the vaults are mostly the 5, the 10s, and the 20s.
So the coins are more durable than the banknotes in terms of the lifespan. And also, the economic benefit of it is that once the security features or the images on the coins, begin to wear away. For the alloy that we use, the metallic component that we use, we can resell it and claim value for it to mint another new coin. By just adding a little over it, a markup over it to mint, the same denomination of coins. Unlike the banknotes, once it is soiled and you withdraw it from in circulation, it's like you destroy it. Yeah, you don't have any transaction value for it. But for the coins, if you use it over a period of time and it becomes worn out, the metallic component of it still has a value, which of course you can sell to any minting company to have to claim a value, the transaction value for it to mint another coin.
The voice of Mr. Christopher Wallace. He's the Senior Director on Economic Policy at the Central Bank of Liberia. Here also is Mr. William Grant Jirople. Mr. Jirople is the Director of Banking at the Central Bank of Liberia. This is the program Money Matters here on ELBC Radio. We are here on the first and last Wednesdays of every month. The program today, through a partnership with News Public Trust Media, is being relayed by more than 15 community radio stations throughout the country, including the voice of Sino, Radio Piso, the voice of Bapulu, Radio Bezon, Radio Gekema, and the voice of Plibo, as well as the voice of Hope, all in Plibo, Milton County. The voice of Rural Monserrato is also relaying this broadcast, as well as Radio Kakata, Radio Banga, the voice of Grand Crew, Riverside Broadcasting Service, DCN 91.3 in Cestus, Riverside County, as well as River G, Smile FM, Radio Bombing, and Radio Live. When we return, we'll be going back to the telephone lines. Our numbers are 0776 0776 278 255, 0776 278 255, 0888 861 387, 0888 861 387. Let's take a word from our sponsor, and then when we return, we'll go back to the telephone lines to hear from you, our listeners.
Hey, the Central Bank of Liberia is pleased to present a new family of Liberian dollars currency.
Central Bank says they have new family banknotes. Listen, everybody. Central Bank says they have new family banknotes. Listen, everybody. The National Legislature in May 21 authorized the Central Bank of Liberia to print a new family of Liberian dollar currency to strengthen confidence and address demand for Liberian dollars in the country.
Welcome to the security futures on the new family of Liberian dollar banknotes. Number 1, see the stars on the security thread as you tilt the note. Number 2, feel the raised ink that can be found along both vertical edges of the banknote and the raised ink on the portraits of the banknotes. Number 3, view the coat of arms and the letter CBL when the note is held to the light. The coat of arms is the seal of Liberia.
Central Bank says they have new family banknotes. Listen, everybody. Central Bank says they have new family banknotes. Listen, everybody listen.
Besides the security features, you can also see the differences between the new and old banknotes. Number 1, rings around the heads of the $20, $50, and $100 banknotes. The 7 ladies who designed the Liberian flag are on the $500 banknote. The 16 tribes are on the front of the $1,000 banknote, which has been introduced for the first time. That is not all. We have new coins, $5 and $10.
The new $100 banknote was the first of the new family.
information on the new Liberian dollar currency, please visit the CBL website at www.cbl.org.lr. A message from the Central Bank of Liberia, produced by the Liberia Crusaders for Peace.
All right. Thanks to Judy, Andy, and her Crusaders for Peace group. The numbers again are 0776 278 255, 0776 278 255, 0888 861 387. But please hold on to your calls. Let's squeeze in this very important question. There has been, some reports of counterfeit lately in the media. What is the central bank doing to counter the issue of counterfeiting the Liberian banknotes and probably the coins?
Oh, so Cyrus. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is not unique to Liberia. For people, to just counterfeit banknote, to just photocopy banknote. We said this the last time we were here on the issue of the counterfeit, and we displayed the counterfeit, banknotes. What the CBA, can do, and we always do, is to make sure that they protect the banknotes. So here we have the banknotes here. So the banknotes have security features. Be totally different from what people photocopy. There are inbuilt security features here that we want to display to the public, and I'm sure John Colley and your team doing the same around the country to explain the security features, so we can only educate our people to know your money. We have a UV light here, for instance. This light can determine and see all of the
Please
inbuilt.
point it to the note.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
the camera, I think.
So here, I'm not sure whether the camera can pick you up from this point, but this is an inbuilt security feature, which is the seal. You can only see this using your UV light and the fibers in here. Once I remove this, you won't be able to see that seal. Okay? So it is here inbuilt. For the counterfeit banknote, we won't have this. Okay? So for the CBL, one of the reasons why you see the CBL, like the US government also have a way of educating the people on their banknotes. And that if you receive any kind of a banknote, report it to XYZ department. Here in Liberia, once you receive counterfeit banknotes, if you think it's a counterfeit banknote, all you have to do is to report it to the CBL. What we try to do for those of our people who don't have a UV light, for instance, we say there is a window to the left here of the banknote. This area that you have the seal, there is a window here. You still have the seal in here. Once you show it to the light, the seal will show. But one important security feature in here is an electrotype here called the CBL. This CBL here is a wet image that is rated CBL. Once you show it to the light, for the counterfeit banknote, no, you won't be able to see the CBL in there, because this subscript, you got to use the ordinary A4 paper to just photocopy banknote. But this subscript that is used by the printer, there are security features that are built in there before they print the banknote. So no one can just photocopy a banknote for you to show. So we continue to educate our people on this. Also the race in that we call the tie ties at the end for the blind. For all the banknotes, for the 20 here for the blind, we look on the side here. These tie ties, you have three of them here. 1, 2, 3 on both, left and the right side. For the 50s, you have 4 of the rates in here. But when you feed them here at the edges, you should be able to feed them. When they are photocopied, it will be smooth. You won't be able to feed that. So the blind man, when you give him this $100 banknote, you'll be able to check this by feeding them to be sure that the 5 of the rates in that we have here are correct. So these are the things that we try to do and educate our people. By that means, they will be able to determine a fake banknote from a real banknote. We also have the security thread here. Here we have thread. In this thread here, we have stars. Once you take the banknote, the stars should be able to move. You should see the stars
Do
move.
that in front of the camera, Mr. Jalopet.
Yeah, there's some animation. There's some animation in every banknote in terms of this security thread that you see. So as technology evolved, the central bank is inclined to adopting new technologies that the counterfeiter will not even have access to. So the banknotes that you see here, they are enhanced security features that are in it that protect the banknotes. And for the public, there are some visible, there are visible and invisible security features that you see. The visible ones are the edges that you see here. Once you touch the banknotes, you begin to feel the roughness of it. Even the portrait that is here, the image, once you feel it, you feel that there's raised ink on it. Every edge of the banknote that you touch, you feel that there's raised ink. That is, it's not smooth. Unlike the counterfeit, if you feel it like this, the entire banknote is smooth throughout.
I know. Our listeners, please bear a little bit of patience. We'll be coming to you. So the focus is on the banknotes.
Yeah.
What about the coins?
The coins
Are having the coins counterfeited too?
The coins, usually because of the lower value of it and how much time it takes. So counterfeiters or fraudsters cannot go for that lower value of it. They always go for the high value. But regardless of that, we also place security features in it. If you tilt the coin, you will see stars in it. If you further tilt it, you will see the dollar sign plus the denomination that is there. The denomination. If it is $5, you will see $5. $5 Liberian dollars. $5. You see it written there. So there is sorry, we didn't. The next time we bring
exactly.
Let's
the
bring
coins
the
so
coins,
that
yeah.
the public, the public will be able to see the security feature, that is, in the coin. But all of the monies, they have, security features in it. That's what makes it, a family of banknotes.
So by in the next 2 weeks or 1 week or so, we should start seeing the coins all in the banks.
Sure.
Okay. Now let's go to the telephone lines. Now the numbers here are 0776 278 255, 0776 278 255, 0888 861 387, 0888 861 387. Call and be heard on Money Matters. The lines are now open. We have our first call, and this is Money Matters. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome.
My name is Victoria. I'm calling from RIA.
Welcome, Madam Yura.
Thank you. Let me say a big thank you first to the team there in the studio for the work done so far. My first question is, when are we going to get hold of the points, $10 and $5?
Now, you just talked about it. Say you'll be in the banks in the next 1 week or so. A few days, actually. That's what they said.
Yeah, because we still having problem with cheese, basically.
Okay, let's take the next caller. Hello?
Okay, and hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and secondly, the new money is out, but we're still receiving the old money from the bank. I don't know whether it will be like that for
Okay.
I don't know how long.
They will respond. They will respond. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Money Matters.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, good morning.
Welcome.
I call you from Lagos District, to be precise, Blue City, Maryland County.
Welcome, sir.
We embrace the coming of a new money in Liberia as to help the citizenry in the transaction. But for the southeastern region, as I speak to you, there is a serious outcry because the southeastern region had a group called or Get the Right. Get the Right trying to pay the poor people through mobile money. And since the people that pay people, you go to the developed banks, the developed money exchange area, no money. So now money are being stockpiled in people's phone. They say no money, no money. And we were accumulating because the money arrived in Liberia, the new money that will help. But for people in Maryland County or the Southeastern region, the issue of money coming here is difficult. So I'm going to ask the civil guests whether the Southeastern region is not part of receiving the money to reduce the tension that is ongoing here. I'm going to ask.
Thank you very much. They will respond. Let's take another call. Hello, this is Money Matters.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm just a local from Panama County, and I want to tell the people that thank you, everyone of the group, but I
Thank you very much. That point has been made. It will be re-emphasized. Let's take another caller. Hello, this is Money Matters.
Hello, Money Matter family.
Welcome.
This is Abu Sharil. Welcome, caller. Welcome, listener.
Well, welcome, Abu. What's your point?
This is Abu Sharil. I'm calling you
Abu, let's go straight to your point. We don't have much time, sir. Please.
Thank you very much for the good news. Because one person.
Oh, Abu, we have to take another caller. Hello, this is Money Matters. Welcome.
Morning, Mr. Badio. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm fine. Welcome, sir.
Okay, this is Mr. Benedict Ezra calling from Badio.
Welcome, sir.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Yope. How are you this morning?
I'm
Sir,
okay,
please
sir.
go straight to your point, sir.
Okay, my attention is drawn to the money that is being out, the new money, 50, 100s, and what have you. I noticed that continuously when we get to the bank, they always give us the old bank notes, my brother. So we are appealing to people to please put out the money so that we all will enjoy the feeling of the money. Like yesterday, I went at the bank, they had to give me old bank notes. I was surprised. I thought I would have gotten the new bank notes into my hand, but we had to argue at the counter. Who carry and all of that stuff. I think it is not good for us. If we put out the bank notes, give it to the bank, the various banking institution, so that we all will get a good feeling of it.
Thanks for the information. Let's take another caller. Hello, this is Money Matters. Hello. Yes, you're on the air.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Abin Daniel, and I call for the UN draft. I
Welcome.
appreciate your studio guest this morning, but I have a concern question for the studio guest.
Go right ahead.
I'm a kick a lot of that. But then since they brought $20, we stay in search for 29, and the 29 is in demand. Because when passenger gave us money, we still be running to our friend asking and our friend to hold on to the 29 because they don't want to release it because they say they got the $20. Now my question again to the studio guys is this. Are we printing new money to take away the phone money for the market, or the phone money will be along with the new money while we consider to use all of the money that earlier started off with that?
Thank you very much. You will get your response shortly. This is Money Matters. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Brother Badio.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Freddie the Talk calling from Recruiter. I have two concerns. One have to do with since the coins are already here, one have to do with the $5 and $10 or dollars. Or are we going to still be using the $0 and $10 $5? And then secondly, when would the $1,000 be brought to the country? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your response will come shortly. This is Money Matters. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
And good morning to your studio guests. This is Dennis Chivia calling from Maryland County, specifically People Southern District.
Welcome.
Yes, please, to your studio guests, the issue you are discussing all are good. For that in memorial we follow and we continue to be following. But the situation in Maryland County now, especially people which are able to get a cash hub for the southeastern region, the two accredited commercial banks that you have here, and you said you can only deal with those commercial banks to distribute the cash to the citizens, but not any other accredited people. Now all the sectors here are empty. 2 months ago, nobody transferred the money. You go in the bank, no money. You go to any mobile center, no money. The people are dying. We are dying. Even the month are coming to an end. Someone who earn our pay on mobile money, you cannot eat. So this imposing a serious tension. This thing have a direct repress on the government, and the government is not doing a citizen right. So we want for you to pick up your operations by distributing the cash. If possible, yourself get involved instead of dealing with the commercial bank that are not effective.
No, we're not going to get directly involved. No. CBS is not going to get directly involved. They're going through the commercial bank. But yes, but you will get a more detailed response when Mr. Jlople and Wallace get back on the line. Thanks very much for your contribution. We have, let's take a few more calls. Hello, this is Money Matters. Hello, welcome to Money Matters on your radio.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
Fine, make your point, please.
Yeah, this is Mr. Avatar calling from Badio Cyrus Market.
Go right ahead, sir.
Yeah, I want to know the value of the old cash that will be refilling. We have to find the dollar that used to be value to buy other things there. We have to dollar five to give me the new $5 to buy cold water, or what would be the value of the cash that will be retaining?
Okay, they will explain that when they come on. Hello, this is Money Matters.
Good morning, Mr. Badio.
Good-
Street.
Good morning, sir.
What happened to the old $5 coins? Are they going to be used to, are they going to sell them to sell or them to
You got a $5 note for the coins. We're not using the gold coins anymore.
what would government do with them?
Just keep it. That was souvenir. But anyway, they will give you a much more refined answer when they come on. Okay, listen, please. What you do with the coin all the long time? They've serving corner. Okay, let's take another call. Hello, this is Money Matters. Hello, Money Matters.
Hello?
Good morning. Yeah. Welcome, sir.
Number one, most of the banks will do is try to still give you old money. That's number one. Number two, the money exchange on the street, they still give you old money. Now my question to you is this here. After the money are out, will you still continue the program, Money Matters, or you cut off?
Yes, the management will make a decision to whether to continue or not to continue. The decision will be made by management.
All right.
Thank you very much. All right, let's take the last caller, and then we will go to Mr. Jalopé and Wallace. Hello, this is Money Matters on your radio.
Yeah, good morning. I'm over to join from
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, the essence of the new money is very important to us. But when you go down to the bank with your money, they will give you old money. And the issue of change, my brother, you over a taxi or motorbike from here to a nearby town or village. When you get more to get change, will say no change because no 5% still on the market. So your change will leave on the motorcycle in the taxi job. So what the central bank level doing to put this money out there? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before we join Mr. Jalopé and Wallace, let's take a few messages coming through our Facebook page, LNTV Liberia Live. Henry Bonoma Jr., the voice of Bapolo, is also relaying this program in Bopolo. Say that thank you very much. Peter P. Toll Jr. says he's falling through the partner station in Maryland, the voice of Plebo 93.5. Joseph Weir, good morning. The program is also relayed on the voice of Plebo Radio 93.5. Abraham Political Modric, he's watching live from the headquarters of the Veterans Bureau. Now let's go to Mr. Jalopé and Mr. Wallace. Gentlemen, a lot of questions.
So thank you. The public, again, we are urging the public. The old money and the new money will circulate concomitantly in the economy. They will circulate side by side. The old money is still a legal tender that you can claim the value of it. You can still transact with it. And the infusion that is going on, or the exchange that is going on, is a gradual process. We don't want for anybody to lose the value of their labor. So the central bank is infusing it based on an exchange that comes through the commercial bank. Once the commercial banks bring the money, the old money back to the central bank, it doesn't go back in circulation. So the infusion that is going on through the commercial banks. So let the public exercise patience. Your money is going to be exchanged gradually, and also it helps us in counteracting the counterfeits that we see, because we want to verify every banknote that is coming into the central bank that it is a genuine banknote. So it is part of our process of sipping out or taking out the counterfeit that come in the banking system. We don't want to have any counterfeit coming into the banking system that we gave value for. Not that we made a projection of how much is in the economy.
Right.
And we have to report to the national legislature and to the citizenry that indeed our money, that we say the value of the quantum of money we have in the economy is as close or the same amount that we injected into the economy. We are not putting out any money that we didn't validate in the economy. So therefore, it is part of our process of validating the amount that is in circulation. So let the public exercise patience that gradually, the money is going to be exchanged.
But you must
They give
agree,
you-
Mr. Wallace, that it's a little unsettling. People hear about the new money and they are all excited about it. And then they go to the bank and they're still getting a lot of the old money. Even if you give them the old money, give them some of the new money as well.
But the banks, Mr. Badio, the banks, that is why people should allow financial pundits and banking experts, to do their work and not, preempt what the banks will do. What happened is that the banks, there are other restrictions that they have. They have insurance limits on their vaults. So you can't take a quantum of money and put it in your vault and say, okay, insurance going to take care of it. No. You indemnify the bank against any loss.
I mean,
Any
you are being anyway indemnified.
Sorry.
Put it down small on that.
Sorry for the jargons that I'm
Yes,
using,
I
but
think what-
they are all banking and economic jargons.
Yes, one is getting charged now, economically. So,
Yeah, but you
the
make your
truth-
point,
but-
Jess.
but the
Okay,
truth-
okay,
yeah,
Mr. Play.
Yes, Cyrus. So first of all, I like to respond to the guy from the southeast and from Plebo and the rest of the areas. We are working with the commercial bank. The thing is that because of the road condition, one of the reasons why we are not so aggressive at the southeastern end.
Okay.
But during the dry season, we can, give them the assurance, that we're going to engage all the commercial banks to go to the southeastern region to be able to at least get our people there to feel good. Give directly, one of the NGO that I manage with UBA. So normally they will need money. They will have the US dollar. They will convert US dollar to Liberian dollar, to go in the interior and give people money. So we will work along with them as well to ensure that we can play that role along with the commercial bank so that they can reach our people. The thing is that, Cyrus, for the 5 and the 10s, since the coins have arrived, once we infuse the coin to the commercial banks wouldn't give out $5 and $10, to their customers. So, though 5 and 10s will be deposited at the central bank, and then we'll have them destroyed. So please, we want to appeal to the commercial banks to please take note of this. We'll also put in a chat room because we have a technical working group. We'll put in our